Thank you so much for being here. My name's Ann Havard. I'm in the mayor's office. Know that we gave you information about today's presentation in advance, so we're ready to jump right in and hear your presentation. If we have time for questions at the end, we'll do that.
Sure, we should have plenty of time for questions. I allowed time. Good morning, I'm Sandy Hoff, and I represent the NTC Foundation. The NTC Foundation is focused on growing the skilled technology workforce in Nashville. It's the sister organization of the Greater Nashville Tech Council, which is celebrating its 20th year with over 400 corporate members in Middle Tennessee. We're requesting a grant for $250,000 to provide training and support to apprentices in Nashville's only technology apprenticeship program called Appropriation. The single biggest problem that our members face is access to tech talent. The demand for tech jobs is high and is getting higher practically every day. In 2018, there were over 7,000 open jobs every month. These are good jobs, jobs that pay nearly twice what a non-tech job pays in Middle Tennessee. And with unemployment at record lows, our region's success depends upon finding new ways to put people to work in these positions. Appropriation is designed to take this challenge of high demand for tech talent and address it by increasing opportunity for overlooked segments of our population. Appropriation has created a platform that connects employers who need talent with people who are under-skilled and underemployed but are smart and just need an opportunity, and training providers who can quickly skill them up. To explain how the program works, let me introduce you to Catherine. She was a wilderness guide, and then she was working at the counter at Panera. Catherine heard about Appropriation from a friend, and she went online, registered, and took our online assessment. The assessment measures her ability to be successful in a tech career. It's really looking at her ability to learn these skills by assessing math, logic, and emotional intelligence. Since she scored over an 80 on the assessment, that moved her forward in the process. And so our Appropriation team interviewed her and determined that we thought that she would be a good fit for this type of career, that she had the grit and really the determination to make this change in her life. And so we set up interviews for her with our local employers, and that's really kind of a key difference in this program, is that before anybody enters any type of a training program, they're already under contract with an employer. So in this case, Catherine interviewed with a couple of different employers, and she was selected by Change Healthcare. So once she was under contract with Change Healthcare, she entered the training program, the classroom training piece. The classroom training lasts between 12 and 24 weeks and is full-time, 40 hours a week. She was part of our first cohort, which was Windows System Administration. So it was a 12-week program. And following those 12 weeks of classroom training, she has now transitioned to on-the-job training with Change Healthcare. She was assigned a mentor. That mentor has at least 1 year of experience doing the very same job that she's doing and is available to her 75% of the time. As a tech apprentice, Catherine is now earning a $36,000 training wage, and she'll receive a 10% increase at the 6-month milestone. Catherine is now earning 61% more than she was earning just a few short months ago, and she is on track to double her salary at the end of the apprenticeship. But for many people, just like Catherine, taking advantage of this opportunity is virtually impossible. Catherine's family was able to support her during this training period, during this transition. The ability to cover living expenses during that full-time 40-hour-a-week training program is a significant barrier for many people who are applying. And these grant funds will allow Appropriation to provide support to those in need during that time period. The pilot for Appropriation was launched last summer. Since then, we've had 1,300 people who have a wide spectrum of experiences, just like Catherine, that have applied. That number is rising quickly. In fact, since we submitted our proposal to you 6 weeks ago, the number of applicants has increased by 30%. The number of applicants continues to grow as we work with our community partners. We're working with local nonprofits, churches, public agencies like the Urban League, YWCA, Metro Action Commission to identify people who would be a good fit for this type of career. The diversity of our applicants also continues to grow. With the tech industry seeking to diversify its workforce, Appropriation actively recruits minorities, women, and veterans, although anybody who's over 18 has a high school degree, diploma, or equivalent and is legal to work in the United States is eligible to apply. Our goal is to have technology apprentices overrepresent Nashville's demographics. The minority candidates in our pipeline thus far has fluctuated between 50 and 60%, with females representing close to 30% of the candidates. While Nashville has the lowest unemployment rate of any metro area in size, there are Nashvillians being left behind. With an estimated 39% of Nashvillians underemployed, too many Nashville residents find themselves locked out of the economic growth in the region due to a lack of skills, experience, or network. In Nashville, more than 250,000 people are earning less than $30,000 per year in a housing market that requires a $50,000 salary to manage all household expenses. Many of these Nashvillians have earned a high school diploma but have struggled to transition into a path that provides a sustainable living wage. We're working with over 30 community partners to reach those who have been left behind. We believe Appropriation is a perfect, or at least close to perfect, public-private partnership. With the city's help, together we can address the challenge of workforce demand by quickly skilling up hundreds of Nashvillians that have never had the opportunity for a high-paying tech career.
Can I jump right in? Okay, I'm looking at your proposal.
Yes.
And I am on the budget page. Let me try to get back there. I had it in front of me before somebody.
Page 9.
Page 9. Mm-hmm. So your request from Metro falls into the line item for public grants and assistance.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
So, what other public grants and assistance are you pursuing?
We're also talking with the state.
Okay.
And other local governments as well.
Okay.
Williamson County and Sumner County specifically.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
How many went through the program last year?
It launched last summer.
Oh,
Our
okay.
first cohort just completed classroom training and has transitioned to on-the-job training last month.
Okay.
And so that was 15. We have approximately 50 hiring partners at this point, and we are looking to place 85 apprentices by the end of this year.
Okay.
And 170 next year.
Are you all going to be tracking wages
We
long
are.
term? Okay.
We track wages from pre-apprentice all the way through the end of the transition to full employment.
This next one, it may be in your
Yes.
proposal, but I don't.
No, sure.
I don't know. How are you reaching out maybe to recent high school grads and identifying those individuals? Someone that maybe wouldn't be in a typical pipeline that you would see at a Metro Action Commission
No.
or what have you, because they may have different kinds of entry points.
Certainly.
Okay.
We do have strong relationships with the career and technical programs through Metro schools. We work with all of the high schools, specifically the high schools that have the technology pathway. That's where our strongest relationships are.
I guess I was specifically thinking about what is it, the College of Applied Technology and some of their, and some of their certificate,
TCAT?
and some of their certificate programs that they have and things like
Yes.
that. Are you engaged
We are
in
with
that conversation at all?
We are, very much so. All of the training is actually, the classroom training piece is, the curriculum is all based on industry certifications, which is very much what the TCATs and the community colleges are moving in that direction as well. Our initial training partner has been the Nashville Software School, and the reason that we partnered with them initially is because they are a local nonprofit who has done this type of boot camp training for the last 5 years. That being said, we have been in conversations for over a year now with Nashville State and with the Nashville TCAT. It's just taking a little bit longer to be able to kind of work through all of the processes.
Because I guess I'm just thinking long-term, if they went through your apprenticeship program, it would be wonderful if at the end of that, they could also have a certificate
Yes.
or, you know, an associate's or something that to also support that, because it seems like it would be similar material and that would just be an added bonus.
It would be an added bonus. In the tech industry, is a little bit different than some others in that the industry certifications really hold a lot of currency with employers. And so in the case of the system administration cohort that just completed, they were working on 2 different Microsoft certifications. The next cohort that we'll be launching will be focused on 2 CompTIA certifications. And so there is a
There are some industry certifications that are happening.
yeah, all of it's industry certification based, but to your point, certainly we have every intention to continue working with the TCAT and the community college to be able to look for opportunities for the apprentices to be able to earn college credit along the way as well. We've actually been in a conversation with Trevecca as well. They're interested in providing college credit.
Who's your training partner?
The Nashville Software School?
So they're your, so they do the actual training. You find the people, you have the relationships, you're the kind of the portal, and you do the admin, and you take that person to the training site, or which is Nashville Software School. Is that are they your only partner?
They are our partner right now, yes.
Okay.
And so, yes, we have the relationships with the employers and with the community partners to really bring all of this together.
Can you talk a little bit about the training fees and if you all are subsidizing those at all?
We are. The apprentices have not paid any training fees. We've been raising those funds from foundations and from corporate partners. And so their only cost to the apprentice thus far has been to cover their own living expenses during the training period. Then they transition to the salaried portion when they go on the job.
Okay, great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all are amazing at keeping this amazingly on schedule. Which I imagine that 1 minute off would then cascade into you being here till midnight, so.
We've got a plan.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
We're right at 9:30.
Well, we're ready. We know we've got only thing between us and a break, right? No, we got 2 more. We're ready.
Hey Jim, come on in, have a seat. How are you doing this morning?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Doing good.
Did you get your donut for the day?
I haven't had a donut